Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra exclusively on SNY.TV. Sunday afternoon, the Nationals overwhelmed the Mets 13-2. It was Zack Wheeler's home debut. It didn't go particularly well.
First inning, I was hitting my spots. Everything was working. And then, I just started leaving some balls up and starting to learn the hard way that you can't get away with mistakes up here as much as you do down there. Both home runs. And then I got lucky a couple times when I left the ball up, but it's a learning experience so far, and hopefully, that's what your bullpens are for, and it's time to get better.
I just want to make sure that he understands that he's got plenty of good enough stuff, and the first inning showed it. He made great pitches, got his breaking ball out of the zone. In the second inning, he had to start throwing some strikes, and he was trying to throw strikes with his off-speed stuff, and when you leave a couple on the plate, they hit him hard.
He made the adjustment after that. I think that's why the ball didn't hit out of the park. He was throwing that two-seamer, and like you said, he took a little bit off to really get that location down. So that's obviously what I'm focusing on, is him being able to see that and make that adjustment, rather than be a young kid and try to throw harder, where he did in Chicago. He actually backed off the throttle and started locating. I think that's, in my opinion, that's pitching.
Obviously not what the fans wanted, but it's a game of baseball. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some, you're going to have tough outings, you're going to do well sometimes. So obviously I didn't have my best stuff today. Try to come out here and get them next time.
Certainly was not how we scripted it out to be. But it's, as I said before the game, he's a work in progress.
Well, he went 4 2/3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 6 strikeouts, but to give up 2 home runs, 2 solo shots to LaRoche and Jason Worth. But the big inning was the second inning, where he gave up 4 base hits and 4 runs, and the Nationals were on their way. And they never really looked back. They capitalized in the 8th inning. They iced the game. They batted around the order of Brandon Lyon. Actually, there was more than Brandon Lyon, but all the runs were charged to Lyon. There were six runs charged to Brandon, so it was a tough day for him. Mets really didn't have much going on. They were shut out. Gio Gonzalez was just phenomenal today. 7 shutout innings. He was just phenomenal. Mets only threatened to score off him. Really seriously threatened twice. He pitched out of them. So just a Nationals day, and disappointing series for the Mets. The first loss they've had in a series in a while.
About the only highlight for the fans left in the ballpark was catcher Anthony Recker pitching in the 9th inning. He gave up a 2-run homer, a long one to Ian Desmond, but he got the next 3 hitters out to try and save the bullpen.
Well, he did save the bullpen. He got an inning in. He didn't cough it up, but he did give up the long bomb.
They told me to throw strikes. So I tried to throw strikes, but didn't work too well. Apparently, threw a couple, enough, I guess. Got 3 outs.
So Rex, I said, "Can you pitch?" And he said, "Yeah." So I said, "Go down, you're in the game." And the worst, the only thing that happens in those situations, you try to be a pitcher. You got to wind up, and you got to don't just throw the ball over the plate. Don't try to do too much. But I appreciate him going out there.
Just trying to stay within myself. I didn't want to, go out there and break anything. Obviously, that's one of the things they told me before I went out. Just don't hurt yourself. Don't do anything stupid. Right. So, just had fun with it, and wish I could have got a hit of somebody so I could have thrown some off-speed stuff.
And then in the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th, John Buck, the only bright spot offensively for the Mets, who only had 5 hits today, hit his 13th home run, 2-run shot in the 9th.
So the Nats win it 13-2, take 2 out of 3 in the series. Now the Mets welcome in the Diamondbacks for the first of 4 on Monday night. Our coverage begins on SNY Monday night at 6 o'clock with Cadillac first pitch. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.